Brighten up those dark mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lekter. Mornings at the cabin.
Friday mornings at the cabin, as a matter of fact. Wheeler and Ollie with you. Scott will roll in as he does in about a couple of minutes. Happy Friday to everyone out there. I know there's a lot of unsuredness. That's not a word.
It is now.
It is now. I've made it up. It's an unsuredness going into the weekend. But we'll try to have a little fun this morning. And as we always do.
The one piece of good news in all of this,
yes,
the weather forecast is great for next week.
Wonderful. Yeah, we're looking at like minus 18. We're looking in the teens.
Yep.
Right now it's minus 36 on the button, according to our computer, which is very rare.
I'm just saying, if there'd been a strike in the last couple of weeks, everyone would be very, very cold right now. My voice has just left the building, by the way.
Left the building. Completely jumped out of your throat.
But next week, minus 18, minus 15, which is at least a crumb of comfort if you're staring at having to go out on a picket line on Monday morning.
And all seriousness aside, completely just joking, had the strike happened in the last couple of weeks when it was minus 56, might have been a quick resolution.
You figure it might just speed up some negotiating.
Yeah. It's like, listen, $117 a day is not going to cut it in minus 56.
Yeah, I am paying that in hand warmers.
Yes, exactly right. Exactly right. Ollie, question for you on this Friday morning. Cinnamon bun or blueberry muffin?
Oh, are those my choices?
Yes.
Oh.
But
you're looking at me like they're not really my choices.
They're not really, no.
I mean, I
get the cinnamon bun, you get the blueberry muffin.
I was about to say cinnamon.
Tell you what, I'll split it with you if you split the muffin with me.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
That's how to get along.
That's right. You split things, you know, right?
Didn't have to go into binding arbitration for the muffin. That's
well, we
something.
just did. This is what we just did.
Oh, that's what we just did.
I'm the third party that decided what we were going to get.
No, that's not how... Okay.
That's how it works. And you also get a hot chocolate. Good morning.
Mornings at the cabin, the podcast.
Mornings at the cabin. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lekter with you now on your Friday morning as he is sauntered in once again. And the first words out of his mouth were...
Saunter.
It's bloody cold.
Oh, my face is still thawing.
It's minus 36. Feels like minus 48 according to the feels like weather.
I forgot to throw on my Gucci balaclava.
Oh my goodness.
Or turtleneck or whatever that
really
thing was.
covers your face.
Yeah. With style.
With style and big red lips, apparently.
And zero controversy.
Zero controversy. Zero thinking about it as well. Not so controversial. Actually pretty great. Chester's Chicken coming to Hay River. We broke this story yesterday. It was leaked to us by an anonymous source. Who knows chicken?
2 story breaks, 2 days.
Oh, my goodness. We are on fire.
Wow.
Not only did we break this story, we broke 2 Hay River dining-related stories yesterday.
Wow. That's right. The other one very cool as well.
Right. The other one, I mean, like Chester's Chicken, I didn't know Chester's Chicken. We'll get on to that in a second.
Yes, okay.
The other one, a family from China came to visit the NWT a few years ago from a city called Shenyang, which has got 8 million people. And
so a small city in China.
Small city in China, like nothing city in China, essentially. Yeah.
But Backwaterburg in China.
But came to the NWT and loved it so much they decided, you know what, we're going to move to Hay River and open a little fish and chip shop.
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
They got the big lake eatery. So what used to be She Takes the Cake Cafe.
Yes.
Okay.
Melissa Beck and her family put that up for sale. Mm-hmm. And this Chinese couple decided, well, we've never run a restaurant before, but we really want to move to the NWT. So, we're going to do that. We're going to move to Hay River. We're going to buy the restaurant, and we're going to give her a go.
Wonderful.
And they've called it the Big Lake Eatery, and they're serving fresh Great Slave Lake fish each day. And everybody loves it.
Is it fresh Great Slave Lake fish?
Yes, it's not from Kazakhstan.
It's not from Kazakhstan. Okay.
We know. All right. There's a lot of cynicism about fresh Great
Get them a contract with the Wildcat Cafe.
Well, they got to start off right anyway.
Yeah,
we'll see where it goes.
See where it goes.
The reviews from our Facebook fans online. Yeah. Already so many people have been in there, and everybody loves it.
Love it.
And
wow.
it's
I love it.
A cool thing that they decided we're going to come all the way here, and we're just going to give her a go. Meanwhile, though, they're already facing competition from Chester's Chicken.
Chester's Chicken.
Yeah.
The fish of the land. Right? Yeah, that's right.
I had never heard of Chester's Chicken till I heard about
never lived
this.
in Manitoba then.
Yeah, we had a little laugh about it yesterday because you were like, "Oh, Chester's Chicken is this new thing. It sounds amazing," and I was like, "Chester's Chicken.
It's pretty good. Come on."
You know what? I can't remember if I've ever actually tried it, but it is. If you're from rural Manitoba, you spend some time there. It is, it is commonly associated with gas stations.
That's right.
Generally, when you're driving and don't see another town or civilization for an hour or so, you'll drift upon one, and the first thing you'll see will be maybe an Esso with a Chester's Chicken attached.
Love it. There's one on Pembina Highway south of the city.
Oh, there you go.
Well, in the southern half of the city, like right around just past Confusion Corner, there was one.
Oh, that far into the city.
That's
Wow.
right.
Okay.
They infiltrated that far
Wow.
into the city. There was a couple. That's right. And I've been to a Chester's Chicken, 3:30 o'clock in the morning, and it's delicious. And that's cool. I mean, like any kind of new eatery into a city is always exciting.
Yeah.
And,
any fried chicken edition,
absolutely.
is always a welcome thing. I
as
think,
Yellowknifers wait with bated breath for their Starbucks, Taco Bell, KFC franchise,
Yeah.
all in one building. No, it's not. It should be, but it's not.
I feel like that's about the only thing that could make Bruno's better than it already is if they just added fried chicken to the menu out of nowhere. You're like, oh, yeah.
Fried chicken pizza.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm interested. I don't know how I feel, but I'm
going to
interested.
go ahead and disagree with you there.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
All
no.
right.
Bruno's, stick to your pizza. There's going to be a couple other fried chicken
Which you already
places.
do well.
You do what you do well,
That's
and they
fair.
do it very, very well.
That's fair. Don't want to overextend.
I don't know
Okay.
what it is about that pizza. I can crush one of those in like 20 minutes.
I'm right there with you.
Right?
It's amazing. I love
It's
Bruno's.
so good.
Yeah.
As he looked forlornly into the middle distance. Oh, God. But Dwayne Buehler's opening up that Chester's Chicken. That's great. I love that. I love Chester's Chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big day for the culinary scene in Hay River.
That's right.
amazing.
That's very cool. A couple new restaurants opening up in a smaller town that's awesome. They're going to be very busy.
And a nicer opening break than serial killers. I'll say that.
You know
for
what?
sure.
I'm going to go ahead and disagree with you there. No, I absolutely. This is better breakfast talk. Fried chicken, some fish and chips, throw a couple eggs on top of that. That's a pretty good dish. Battered fish, fried chicken, waffle, maple syrup, eggs.
More than enough waffle.
a
There's
burger.
more than enough waffle.
A ham steak,
Stack of
a
flapjacks.
stack of flapjacks, blueberries, salt and pepper.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast. Hey, it was early. What do you want from us?
I'm not sure if sometimes I don't get a chance to listen in the afternoons, but now Jay Bear
What?
is the host of Home to the Cabin, 4 to 6, right? Home at the Cabin.
Well,
yeah,
how would
home
you
to
know?
the cabin. Home
Sorry.
to the
I
cabin.
am
Repeat after me.
very tired. Stop. You know what? If I get one word wrong, it doesn't make me.
No, there's a lot of unsureness
Blah,
about
blah,
how many words. There's a lot of unsureness about how many words you're going to get wrong this morning.
That's true. I say things wrong all the time. So that's awesome. It's awesome that we get Jay Bear a little bit more often now, every day.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact.
And every day he takes a clip from this show and
And-
responds to it.
I know.
Could get messy.
It could get messy, very messy. I love it, though. Also, what we want to talk about right now is want to send out a big congratulations to Uncle Loren McGinnis,
Yeah.
celebrating his 10th year, or 10th anniversary, 10th year. I guess he's already done his 10th year, right?
It was a 10-year recognition.
Yeah, so he's been there 10
last
years. So he's done his
They-
10th year.
They gave him a pin.
Yeah.
That's a nice
That's
pin.
what they do. It's a nice pin.
It's a you guys. All right, I see.
It's a nice pin.
I
Oh,
see.
here he goes.
I now
They pinned
Here he
understand.
goes.
They pinned him.
We've settled, have we? We've
You know,
settled.
in the-
As
in
a
the-
species, we've settled.
In the 50s, when you put your pin on somebody, that meant you wanted to marry them.
So the CBC, anyway. So
It's a long-term relationship.
It's a long-term
CBC
relationship.
and
Loren McGinnis and CBC are pretty serious.
okay.
He's got a couple of lives going on.
I'm just saying, maybe something for the mantelpiece, maybe a watch.
What are you going to put? Why would you put a watch on your mantelpiece? That's for your wrist.
Oh no,
Ollie.
there was a semicolon in that sentence. Maybe something for your mantelpiece, semicolon. It was implied.
Uh-huh.
Maybe a watch.
That box,
Yeah.
though, is pretty nice, though, too. If
No,
you just
oh,
put
that's
the
a
nice
box,
box.
if you
Super
put
nice box.
The box and just
Yeah.
left the pin in it,
Yeah.
put it up on your mantle.
Yeah. I
not
don't even,
bad.
you
On
know
the
what?
plus side-
I think it's felt. I don't even think it's velvet.
It looks
It's felt.
felt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's felty.
Yeah.
When I have to organize 10-year pins for other people here, I realize the bar is now extraordinarily low. Like here's
be happy
a
with a
10-year
one-year pin.
cookie I found
Oh.
under the sofa.
I would be touched by that. I would be. If you gave me a cookie for our 10-year anniversary, I'd be like, you know what? You know me all too well.
There's so much history in this cookie.
So much history.
It's our 1-year anniversary next month. What do you want for that?
We've
Like
already
an
talked
air
about
kiss?
that. We've already touched on that this week.
Hey, look. Mwah. There, that's your 1-year gift.
Oh, God, it smells like coffee. So that's awesome. Lauren's been here for a very long time, and we call him Uncle Loren because he looks like an uncle. He just looks like an uncle I would like to have in my life.
And he's like just been the friggin' nicest guy.
Yeah,
to
he's
us.
He's
been
You're
Cabin
right.
Radio's like arguably biggest cheerleader.
The friggin' nicest guy.
So friggin' nice.
I'm gonna make him a T-shirt for Folk on the Rocks that says Loren McGinnis, friggin' nice guy.
I'm just remembering that moment where I said to everybody, we shouldn't use that word on the morning show because it's just too close. But no, you carry on.
No. This is another cultural
What
difference.
the frick, Ollie?
It's the same thing as years ago.
You say bloody, it's the same thing.
Should we go into this?
It is. It's the same thing.
We probably shouldn't.
Shouldn't go into this. Okay.
We won't dive too deep on the friggin' frick.
Maybe we'll do a podcast on the things you shouldn't say on the air.
Oh, sweet. Or things that come close to the things you shouldn't say on the air. So
Okay,
we don't do the 7 things you
no.
can't say.
I can-
The 7 kind of things that are close to the things you can't say.
Okay, I can see exactly where this is going. So
Frick.
let's shut the door on this
Crap.
immediately.
Poop.
Okay.
Fart.
This is exactly how Loren would like to have his decade commemorated by Jesse reading out a list of words that are on the brink of being unacceptable.
Why do you
we
like us,
dedicate this
Loren?
broadcasting moment to you.
Loren McGinnis, you are everything we want to be. Hell damn fart.
Cabin Radio's morning show podcast. All the best chat, none of the embarrassing mistakes.
In the tradition of Hollywood remakes, as they've kind of we've had a lot of remakes over the last, say, 15 years. The top grossing movies are either like adaptations, sequels, prequels, or remakes.
It's almost as though we're running out of ideas.
I don't think we're running out of ideas. I just think we're revisiting classics. That's all we're doing. I mean, can't we just rewrite all of Shakespeare's stuff? I mean, a lot of stories are based on like really classic tales. So I mean, everything's really a remake or a reboot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
On
you go.
In the last few years, obviously, there's been a lot of horror remakes because they seem to be the easiest to kind of remake because horror movies kind of traditionally can be done on the cheap, right? And usually make a lot of money. Like people love to be scared. They love that visceral feeling. And I know people that don't like scary movies. I love scary movies just because I like to feel things when I watch stuff. It's just me.
Or at any time, really.
I don't know about any time. Right now, I'm not feeling much of anything. So in the last few years, we've had a Texas Chainsaw remake, a couple of them. Of course, it was huge.
Right.
So it hitting so big last year is going to create a whole nother spate of remakes. So we've got a Child's Play remake coming out, which is the Chucky doll.
Yeah.
So they got a reboot of that, which is awesome, kind of.
Is it?
I don't know. But what is awesome is that Brad Dourif is reprising his role as Chucky, which is great because he's incredible. So he was one of the best reasons to watch those first 3 movies because he's such a wicked actor.
Ah.
You know who Brad Dourif is?
Nope.
Grima Wormtongue.
What?
Grima Wormtongue. You just had a marathon of these movies last weekend.
Who's that?
Grima Wormtongue. He was one of God, whatever.
Which one's he?
He's the really snaky one that was like he was pardon me. He was like Saruman's like left-hand man who was poisoning the king.
Guy.
Yeah.
The Ozzy Osbourne guy.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
see, I just make up my own names for all the characters.
Yeah. Ozzy Osbourne guy.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So he's reprising his role. Of course, It Part 2 is coming out with an amazing cast. Can't wait to see that. The first one was decent. Tim Curry will never be upstaged as Pennywise, but Bill Skarsgård did an okay job. So in all of that, they've remade Pet Sematary, which is one of my favorite scary movies from when I was a kid.
Okay.
And mind you, I watch it now. It's not as scary, obviously, but when I was a kid, it terrified me. Terrified me. And this one, they've remade it, and they've made some switches from the book, but it looks like they've expanded on the adaptation. So there's some more stuff from the book that's in the movie as opposed to the older one, which cut a lot of that stuff out.
Okay.
So they've made some switches around, obviously, because that's what they do. It looks pretty good. John Lithgow is in it.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Love John Lithgow.
Absolutely. He plays the Fred Gwynn part from the original. Now, Fred Gwynn plays this. He's an older guy. He was one of the Munsters.
Okay.
This is. I'm very easy to explain this to you.
Yeah.
So he's one of the Munsters,
Doing
but
a great job.
in the book, he's got a very thick Maine accent. So Fred Gwynn in the original he takes on that accent. It doesn't sound like Lithgow's going to do that because
doesn't he? Well, I guess no, he doesn't have that.
Not really, no. But he's got
like he could.
He's
He
got
could
like
put it
an
on.
affected accent. He's got like that mid-Atlantic kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like Fred Gwynn went full Maine with it. Even
Okay.
like you've seen the South Park episode where they make fun of that character, like, don't go down that road.
Oh, yes.
Gotta go up there.
Okay,
That
yeah.
kind of thing. So
Yep.
he goes full into it. Doesn't look like Lithgow's going to do that, which is kind of a shame, but there's a silliness to that accent that kind of is, I don't know,
Yeah.
discombobulating, I suppose, but like, gotta go down that road. That kind of thing. It's great. It's great. Anyway, the full trailer came out for it yesterday. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. So
Okay.
I mean, I'm kind of excited about that. I know you don't like to talk about movies because you hate them, but
Well, I just don't know them very well. We're
sit down, watch a movie.
going to watch a movie tonight.
What are you watching?
I don't know. Haven't decided
That
yet.
is a great way to end a conversation.
I don't
We're
know.
watching a movie tonight. Oh, great. What are you guys watching?
The world is our oyster,
That's
Jesse.
right.
We could
That
choose
is not a good movie. Don't watch that.
Don't watch that.
So Pet Sematary coming out April 5th. I will definitely check it out. Lecter, I'm going to have to get you to watch the 1989 version of
Okay.
Pet Sematary,
Okay.
possibly read the book, and then watch this one.
All right.
All right?
All right. Got
It's
my homework.
It's got some terrifying stuff in it. There's a little boy that so Pet Sematary basically is this. They find a pet cemetery,
Yeah.
and they discover that it's like beyond this pet cemetery is like an ancient Indian burial ground.
Okay.
That's what they call it.
Right.
It's not, that's, you know what I mean, which is used as a trope for a lot of horror movies.
Yeah.
And you bury stuff there, and it comes back to life.
Yeah.
And they say the ground is sour.
Sour.
Sour. So at the end, in the first one, kid dies, gets run over by a truck, and he puts him in the cemetery. Kid comes back, kills everybody.
So you said you watched this as a child.
Yeah.
How young?
Well, it came out in 1989, so 8.
8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is this is this a horror movie that everyone would have been scared by at the time, or is this like
It
you were
was.
8 years old and this was Gremlins, so you were?
I was never scared of Gremlins. I
Really?
loved Gremlins because they were so funny.
Well, they were.
And they'd sing along with Snow White. They were not scary. But this was terrifying. And
Okay.
I mean, like when I was young, my dad didn't like scary movies, hated them, thought they were dumb. My mom loved them, couldn't watch them alone. So guess who got roped in?
Okay.
So from the age of like 7 on, I was watching the most terrifying movies to the point where I got desensitized by them. I remember one time my dad went out I stayed at home. My dad went out. He's like, I'm going to rent some movies. What do you want? I was like, oh, just surprise me. He came back with like Nightmare on Elm Street. I was like, great.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast where we cut out all the great music and you're left with the rest.
Delo or no Delo time. We put out the picture. This is the last of our summer fall set. We're going to have to do a new photo shoot. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was supposed to happen.
That was supposed
last
to happen,
weekend.
but it was minus 56.
It's going to be a nicer weekend if it can happen this weekend.
It would be. Yeah, it's going to be a
Yeah.
nicer weekend. Yeah, so we'll probably get that done at some point very soon. Hopefully.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got all our comments. We had, 49 commenters, right?
Of which 34 entries were correct.
Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. So now we'd like to share with you the winner of Delo or no Delo. What we're going to do is Ollie's got them all in a list, and we're going to pick 14 people that didn't win and then one that did. 14? Is that what we're doing?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
So, first of all, were we in Delo or were we not in Delo? Check the Facebook page for this. So,
Yeah.
if you didn't see the image, go to Facebook, find it from yesterday morning. Were we in Delo? Were we not in Delo?
Yeah. We were not in Delo.
Correct.
No Delo.
No Delo.
No Delo.
We were on, where were we?
I didn't have a clue on that one.
We were on,
It's one of the little roads down, like it's Morrison or one of the...
off Morrison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's off Morrison. There's a
That's
little
right.
like road that runs
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
We're just on that one.
down to the shore.
Yeah, there you go.
That's right.
Back.
I knew that.
So that's where we were.
Yes.
And
34 people got it right.
So 34 people got it right. Let's eliminate 2 of them. Give me
2.
a number between 1 and 34, Lecter.
Let's go with 29.
Oh.
Goodbye to Lynn McKay. Lynn,
No.
wherever you are. Sorry, it's not going to be you.
And we will also eliminate number 13.
Number 13, unlucky for Ashley Lynn.
Oh.
If your name involves the word Lynn, then these guys hate you.
Hey, well. We did take a look at the list. And I was like,
Hey,
I
that's
got it.
my mom.
I got it in for Lynn's.
Those were the only 2 people with Lynn in their name in the whole list. And you guys picked them really nice.
Oh, wow. We are all just tangled in quantum mechanics.
Lynn sanity.
Sorry, Linz.
Lynn's sanity. That didn't last very long. Let's just digress into the NBA for a second.
No. Okay, so, and Mr. Wheeler, I'm going to get you to pick this.
Yes,
The
you
winner
will.
of Delo or No Delo, the winner of an amazing Team NT Track the Pack hoodie, courtesy of Erasmus Apparel,
Yes.
is number
Patrick Waz, number 33.
Stephanie Poole.
Hey, Stephanie, you win the hamster. Hoodie. What was I thinking of?
Don't know.
I do wonder sometimes. Stephanie Poole, you are the winner of Delo or no Delo. Congratulations to you. We will drop you a little note. You'll be able to pick up that hoodie directly from Erasmus Apparel. Do not forget, Erasmus Apparel basically starting a year-long build-up to their 10th anniversary.
Yes.
They are the next Loren McGinnis. So you
Let's get him something more than a pin.
You can. We'll see what we can do for Sarah Erasmus. Stay tuned. We are going to find ways throughout the year with them to give away some cool stuff and run some great contests. Don't forget to go check them out in person.
Awesome. Deal or no deal. Done for the week. Back next week. And as irresponsible as it may be, I think it'd be fun to give away a hamster.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca.